Huh. Oh, it was another dream. God, now my head's pounding. Prince Snow, was that you? Sorry, I didn't wake anyone, did I? I don't believe you did. Is something wrong? I just can't sleep. Well, try to get back to sleep. It'll be morning soon. Yeah, I know. I feel sick. Me too. But I'm not complaining, am I? Hey, Snow! Are you going back to Sabine? Well, there's nowhere else to go. I'll go with you, okay? I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. To be honest, I don't think you're fine at all. This isn't even your problem. Look, I appreciate all the help you've given me so far, but I don't want you to go out of your way. Partly it is. I was put in that tower to keep the stars and protect Sabine. Instead, I learned that I may have helped us to trap us here. I can't go back there and return to what I was doing. I don't see what coming back to Sabine will do. I do have a few things I wish to discuss with your advisor. Okay, fine. Wait, Snow. I'm coming with you. Why? With the sepulchre gone, I have no reason to stay here any longer. I'm also a bit peeved at your parents, but that's beside the point. I'd rather return to Sabine and do what I can to help out. You're just going to freeze to death. Better than freezing to death here. I couldn't restore anything, so all of you are just going to back to a doomed kingdom. It'd be better if you all just went elsewhere. If you think that all this is pointless, Prince Snow, why are you going back? Fine, do whatever you want. Part of me feels bad for him. I mean, learning his parents to play with everyone like this and play up there away from everyone. Yeah, I miss them too, but still. Maybe I should dunk some sense into him. Being a rat isn't going to solve anything. Do you want to follow him? We need to get off this island. I don't think he's going to sit back and let his kingdom freeze. Hopefully, if he finds a way off, we can get on that too. He's clearly not stable at the moment, Princess Astra. We need to keep our distance. Even still, I need to talk to his advisor. We might as well go with him. Why do you need to talk to him? I have an idea I want to share with him. Just trust me, alright? As long as you promise that if your life is in danger from that boy, that you will leave him. Don't give me that look. We only want you to remain safe. I know. Come on. We shouldn't let them get too far ahead of us. Oh, yeah, world map. Nice. And you know what? I think my voice is starting to sound weird again. That's terrible. Okay, so back to Sabine. Yay, I will say first. There. Astra, I'm going to talk to Richard. He'll be free later today, so if you still want to talk to him, then... Oh my god, Snow! Richard. Guards, can you leave us? Sir, we shouldn't leave you with this stranger. We highly... That's another. Get out. No, you look terrible. Why did you send me up there? Snow? Tell me why that spell you had me do. All I saw was my parents killing somebody inside me. Snow, we should get you healed up and... No. I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what the hell you just put me through. You knew, didn't you? You knew I couldn't restore that link, that they tried to kill me when I got up there. What? My parents tried to kill me. They didn't even remember me. I'm starting to wonder if they even cared. What was all this for? Snow, I don't want any more lies, any more tricks. Just tell me, what the hell was all this for? Did you want me to die up there? Oh. Snow, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it'd be this bad. The last thing we wanted to do was hurt you, Snow. For now, we need to get you back up, Snow. Please. And then we need to talk. Okay, I'm patched up. Are you going to tell me what's going on now? Snow, when we first came to this island, we were pretty desperate. We had lost almost all of our kingdom, and by the time we arrived, even more people were dying. Your parents met this man who we called the original king. He invited us to stay in his empty kingdom, and we were all thankful for this. Your parents continued to meet with the original king, and after many meetings, their minds began to warp. We were never sure what they saw, but one day they came back and decided that they wanted to have what the original king had. Shortly after, your mother became pregnant with you, something that shouldn't have even been possible because the original king wouldn't allow for any children to be conceived. Except for you, of course. When you were born, your parents put up all the spells, one to mask the memories of your previous lives, which allowed for children without any parents to have parents. And those parents who had lost their children suddenly had surrogate children, so they couldn't feel the pain they had felt before. Another spell halted the aging of everyone in town. The royal family and direct friends of the royal family were exempt. We didn't have enough people to make a new kingdom. Eventually we would all die out. Your parents didn't want that. And of course, they linked that all to you and your mortality. As long as you remained safe, all these spells would keep going until you pass away. As long as you remained happy, so too would the kingdom. It was an ideal, I suppose, a kingdom with no problems. We were saved from having our memories changed and being linked with you because we had helped put up the spells, but we didn't like it. It didn't feel real. As you grew up, your parents could constantly disappear to meet with the original king. Your parents took out old magic tomes which detailed a magic spell that they could use to steal from the original king and make what was his theirs. When you were eight, they decided that you were old enough to be used as a container for the original king. Where does Astra fit into all this? Her parents died before we arrived here, and the queen took a liking to her. After you were born, she was kept out of the spells. She aged as you did, all because your parents saw her as another piece of that spell. The spell needed a witness to the events that wasn't the spellcasters nor the container used. She fit that role perfectly. As long as she lives, the original king remains trapped within you. Oh. So that's why that creepy guy wants me to kill Astra. Huh. And as you can figure it out, your parents succeed in the spell. Of course, it didn't go the way they had hoped for. Wait, is it actually him inside me? We're not sure, Snow. That's what your parents said, but all the descriptions of that spell were vague. Maybe this, maybe it isn't. When your parents performed the spell, he did leave behind his body, but we couldn't kill him. Nothing worked. Your parents did something with his body, but they didn't let us know. Afterwards, your parents noticed that their bodies had begun to decay. An after effect of the spell, they split themselves with another spell. One half of themselves remained here. The other half remained in the sepulchre, the original king's paradise, to await the day their souls escaped from their decaying bodies. No one noticed because they hid their decay well. Only they also realized that what they stole from the original king was in part his immortality. The original king can't die unless someone kills him, which, as we dug onto the libraries in the Western Tower, we learned is a very hard feat. Even if your parents decayed until they were dust, they still would have been trapped within that dust. They organized their deaths and died when you were 15. Their souls went up to the sepulchre to live within the paradise they had secured for themselves. When we sent you up there, we had no idea they wouldn't remember you. Perhaps when their bodies decayed, so did their memories. When you died, or almost died, we were free from all those spells. However, that came at a heavy price. Everyone's memories reverted to their original ones, the ones we had when we first set foot on this island. Then we realized that we were in trouble. Only we couldn't tell you. All we could do was make up a lie that you could recreate that link in the sepulchre. We needed you to know this so we could find a way off this island. Shouldn't we get the original king out of me before we leave? How do I get him out? We don't know, really. We can't risk him getting out of you alive. He'd take any opportunity he has to get revenge on us and all of Sabine. As terrible as it sounds, with him inside you and unable to act on his own, your kingdom is safe from his wrath. And if all the deaths we've read are correct, he'll die when you die. If he's so terrible, why don't you just kill me? Snow, do you really think either of us could do that? We watched you grow up, we guided you to make the right decisions and to do the right thing. We raised you more than your parents ever did. We couldn't ever do that. Besides, all the texts we've read about this were written by him, We can't be sure if it's correct or not. What do we do now then? I can't stay here. I have to get my kingdom out of here before we all die. We know that. Snow, you still need some rest. I have a few ideas on what we can do, but there are still a few things I need to go over. I don't need rest, Richard. Please, just tell me what I have to do. You have to let the magic assistant's magic work to heal your wounds. If you get too worked up, the magic's going to fall apart and your wounds won't heal. Please, no. I can't keep the magic that hits our kingdom in place for a little longer. You need to take the day to rest after what you've been through. I just want to protect my kingdom. I don't need to rest. You can't protect them if your wounds open back up. Please, Snow. Alright. Just keep me updated when you're with what you're planning. Don't worry, Snow. We'll figure all of this out. Alright, I'm off. If you need my help at all, don't be afraid to ask. Thank you, Eleni, and again, thank you for helping us through all that. Don't mention it. Are we off to the castle then, Astra? We could probably give Snow more time to talk to his advisor. The sooner we get out of here, the better. The town's not that bad. Yes, and the woman wandering around with a skeleton and demon is perfectly normal. We'll be fine. It's not like they have access to pitchforks. I hope they don't, because that would be terrible. Yeah, do that, even though I don't even know if you need it. How's everyone doing? Man, you're level 15, that's terrible. You're like 4 levels behind. Man, you're useless. Okay, that was not necessary. Let's get going. Hello, you. Yep, there are plenty of trees of you. Let's, Hello, this is the Castle of Sabine. You had best be on your best behavior. Understood. Okay, Richard. Oh, save. How long have I been recording? It's just an hour. Okay, keep going. Oh, Vera, what are you doing here? Oh, hello, Astra. Oh, hello. Astra, was it? Snow's resting at the moment. Is there something you wanted? I was hoping I could speak with Richard, actually. He'll be back here in a few minutes. Would you like to wait for him? I can do that. Astra! When did you get here? And you even brought your demon this time. Is something wrong at the tower? Poor Ario. Nobody likes him. Do you have a few minutes? I had something I wanted to talk to you about. I believe so. What's wrong? I would like to discuss with you how you plan to get off this island. Excuse me? Richard, they accompanied Snow up to the sepulchre. It's no use trying not to include them. I'm very sorry about all this. I don't care about apologies at the moment. I went off my own free will. You should also be aware that if you hadn't, your little prince would probably be dead now. I know. Thank you for looking after him. And your stupid spell couldn't have worked if you didn't go with him, you know? Yeah. So, what's your plan to get off this island? After what we witnessed at the sepulchre, we know you can't risk staying here any longer. Well, at the moment, we're still trying to figure that out. That's what I thought. Do you know where the boat is that originally brought everyone here? What? Do you know where's the boat that originally brought everyone here? A very vague memory of it. I have soldiers out looking at this moment. The king and queen tried hard to make us all forget where it was. And when you find it, you do know the stars in the distance will stop you from leaving. A long time ago, every night tested the stars to see if they were the solutions. They aren't. It's as though there is a wall. Wait, are you suggesting to leave? We need to take those stars out of the skies. And to do that, we need to go to the Western Tower. You'll actually help us? After what the king and queen did? You guys have done nothing wrong to us. I won't hold you responsible for how the king and queen use everyone. Do you know if you'll be able to take the stars down on your own? Wait, don't you remember, Richard? The king and queen only had us allow Astor to put the stars back up. She can't take them down there on her own. Are you serious? Only the original king has the power to take the stars out of the sky. They were his invention after all. What? And none of you figured out an alternative after what the king and queen did to him? You think we like this? We have tried again and again. We have no idea how any of this magic works, so we constantly come up short. And you don't have any other plans? At this current moment, I do not. Wait, that original king was human, wasn't he? We never exactly knew what he was. As far as we could tell, he was human, but that leaves a lot of problems. The main one being, how did he do all that he did? I think... Have you ever been in the Western Tower? Once or twice to grab some magic books and scrolls. Did you see any large magic circles? There might have been? What are you getting at, Ariel? The way to describe the king and queen sealing the original king into snow. You can't do that with a human. Unless that human devoured a demon. You don't think that's the only way of this makes sense? Snow's parents probably didn't seal the original king and their son, just a demon. And the only reason the original king isn't walking among us right now is because he became so dependent on the demon inside of him. Since the demon is not there anymore, he likely just fell asleep or died, one of the two. Having a demon inside him when he created the stars is the only way it makes sense. He was calling upon the power of the demon. If the stars were put up using demon magic, and the king and queen trapped the demon part in snow, then he should be able to take down the stars. No! We've put him through way too much. Do you really think I want to let Astor freeze to death on here just because you're afraid of his well-being? With the condition he's in currently, I cannot let him make the journey to the Western Tower. I'm shocked he doesn't have any lasting damages already. Please! I know he's been through a lot, but if we don't take down those stars, we won't get off and we will die here, snow included. I'm sure you know your prince won't sit back and let this happen to his kingdom. As soon as he learns of this, he will go with or without your consent. We won't let him go alone. We're here to help him. You have to give him the night to rest, and then we'll tell him the plan. But please, let him rest for right now. His wounds are still healing. Thank you. Astra, we should also question Relene if she could be able to help us. She was quite helpful up in the sepulchre. Yes, I'm sure she's in town. We should go find her. We'll be back in the morning, alright? Yes, we'll make sure Snow is fine by then. Okay, Richard? Astra, look, I just want to get off this island too. You can stop apologizing. Thank you. Alright, bye!